We are not alone. The Pentagon released the UFO files a few weeks back, and we just found out over 1 billion people have visited the site.
Welcome back to the channel, you lot. Yeah, man. In our lifetime, aliens exist, apparently, man. Aliens exist. So look at this, man. So we're going to properly go through this, and I'm going to be absolutely sharing my screen with you today. Yeah, and you can see it already. You can see the files there. So we're going to be looking at those files, and we're going to also be going through these files. And those files that you're seeing there are the documents. There's quite a lot of them, so it might take some time, but we'll see what we can get through. But as you can see there, I downloaded the alien files, I'll call them, and I'll be honest with you, I thought I'd save it for you to look at my reactions to these or hear my reactions to these files as we kind of go through there. And yeah, I'm sharing with you my software and that. But nonetheless, I mean, let's go through it, man. Let's get going. Let's get going. So just move that out of the way, and let's take a look at the alien them. Let's take a look at the alien them, man. What a life, what a life. Anyway, let's start here. What's this video showing? So, I mean, most of them are in grey, but it seems to, it's following some. I mean, that one went quite quickly. Let's take a look again. So where is it on the screen? What are we looking at? Yeah, so you saw something just go flying past the screen there. So that's one of them. Look at that again. Thing just fly across the screen, and basically I think they're probably saying they haven't seen things travel at that type of speed before. So that's one. Just go through another one, just reacting to this. So there seems to be some sort of object in that region. You see where my mouse pointer was? I'll just put my mouse pointer there again. Seems to be an object in this region here. It's just kind of meandering around there. And I might even just gonna. So we looked at a couple of them there. I'm just gonna turn off the display. And yeah, they're basically saying that aliens exist, and these are the files. I'll go back to some of them in a moment, and it's, yeah, this guy's saying 1 billion people have visited. Let's listen to this one.
We are not alone. The Pentagon released the UFO.
So just look at this: Greys, Nordics, insectoids, and reptilians apparently. So some of the stuff, well, some of the stuff that we've seen in films over the years. It might have a bit of reality to it. Basically, that's what they're saying.
Files a few weeks back, and we just found out over 1 billion people have visited the site. 1 billion. It's got to be a record. The War Department says more files.
So there's going to be more files. So yeah, definitely keep watching for further parts on this.
Will be released soon. UFO experts and top researchers have been investigating aliens for years.
They indeed have. What's that, Area 51 or something like that?
Their sources say dozens of crashed UFOs have been recovered, and what they found inside, shocking.
Dozens. So they're actually saying that they found people inside these. Now I haven't finished looking at these videos yet, but am I going to see some aliens, some reptilians, some manta or whatever? Am I going to see it in there?
Do people think that there's one type of non-human intelligence that's visiting Earth, or is there many?
You're saying that there's 4 types?
Many types.
People who have been involved in recoveries have said
at least 4 types.
4 types. Now, look, you can have some skeptics, but obviously they're releasing these files. There's people saying that there's other types of files they won't release, but obviously they're releasing these alien files. You know what I'm saying?
Separate types. Now, I have not had direct access to that, but I believe the people who I talked to.
So 4 types, and obviously Trump, he had approved it, hadn't he? to secret. Is that where Area 51 is? Look, so there's a couple of images there. Not sure if they're meant to be real images. I don't know. But yeah, Trump's saying you lot can take a look. It's mad. This is one of them.
These are real photos of UFOs captured by the...
Couple photos there. But I've got the original files, and we're going to go back to that. We're going to go back to it. We're going to go back to the original files that I've display capture. Sorry about that display. Yeah, so let's go back to what I was looking at earlier. Let's go on to this file here. Now this is looking a bit interesting. Alright, let's look at that again. I'll just make this a little bit bigger. So it's saying this, I mean, this suggests, let me just play that again. Let me just play that again. So where are we looking on the screen? I don't even know where I'm meant to be looking on this, bro. I'll be honest. So many black blocks of things. So what, something meant to be there or something? Let's go again. Okay, look. You lot tell me what we're meant to be looking at there. I didn't get that one. I'll be honest. I'm not quite sure what I was meant to be looking at. I'll be quite frank with you. Oh, come on. My technology is doing the madness. Right, let's go again. Let's look at the second one. Fourth one, sorry. Okay. So it's this thing here, where the mouse was. It's just like flying across the screen. Mad. Let's look at that again. Play. I'll slow it down. It's there. Can you see it? They're saying that that's not a natural movement of a particular object. I mean, it's not extremely clear, but, you know, it is what it is, man. Maybe they're satellite images. So there's this craft here that's going quite fast. Look at that. It's going extremely fast, man. You see how it's accelerating very quickly. So they would suggest that current human technology doesn't move at those pace and the ability to accelerate like that. And then just zoom off, and then the camera has to move to catch up with it. Seems to be going higher in the sky. This one's going for quite a bit. The camera never did catch up with it. See it there, so. And then this one here. This is like some sort of, I don't know. God knows where these places are actually. I don't even know. But where is the imagery? Where's the craft? This is 44 minutes. 4 minutes long, this one. I don't know where we're meant to be focused on. Let me pause it. What are we looking at? I don't know what we're looking at. I actually don't know what we're looking at. Can you see what we're looking at? Is it meant to be in the water or something? Is that water? Can you lot see? I don't know. I honestly don't know what we're meant to be looking at here. Okay, they've changed angle. What is it? I don't know. What are we looking at? Because look, this stuff is probably sort of general surveillance. What is it? I don't get it. I'm not seeing what we're supposed to be focusing on there. Can you not see what we're supposed to be focusing on? I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting what we're... I'm not sure what we're meant to be looking on there. I'm not sure what we're meant to be looking on here. Let me see. Sorry, it's a bit interested in the... Let me see. Okay, now I get it. So there's some... Okay, pause. So there's something in the water. And that's what appears to be happening. Let me look. So there's some type of object in the water. There's a bit of noise in my background. I'm so sorry about that. There's something in the water. It wasn't that thing. It wasn't that thing there. And it's this thing here that's kind of floating around in the water in this area. Can you see it there? So they obviously picked up on it. My eyes couldn't see what they were looking at. But now I can see what they're looking at. Can you see it's kind of moving around there? Wow. I mean, what is it? I mean, can human crafts do that? I don't know. Can human crafts do that? Let me see. I'm not sure what... I mean, I'm going to fast forward that one a bit just with the tape. But, I mean... Okay, it is moving quite fast, to be fair. And it's zooming around in... Okay, the maneuverability is quite sophisticated. The camera's still tracking it, though. Is it a drone? I don't know, of some type, but no, they're saying it's a UAP. Wow. Yeah, it's certainly moving. But what is it? Okay, say it's aliens. What are they doing in it? Are they surveying the area? What are they actually doing? What are they actually doing? What are they actually doing? It's moving very quickly though. So longer. So they obviously. I mean, this one's a 4-minute long thing. So they've had time to kind of follow it around. Okay, look. I don't think we're going to see anything that we've not seen already. We'll move it on. Let's go at this one. DOD 1186. This is like a double visual. And yeah. This is certainly above the clouds. This is above the clouds. You can see the clouds there. And it's just hovering around very quickly. It's hovering around very quickly. What do you guys... What do you people think this is? And they've got no explanation for what it is. All right. And look, there's a lot more to go, man. It looks exactly the same as the other one, actually. Maybe it's from similar footage, and it's just zooming around over the water. I've got the files, man. Got the files. That's an interesting one. Okay, did something just move very quickly in that direction? Is that what that's meant to show us? I think so. Let's go again. Yeah, what's that? I mean, it looks like a light, but they're saying it's an object, UAP. So this is them obviously looking at areas, and then they see just things just flying past. So there was something kind of flickering there. And then I think they're wondering what this thing is here. That's there, and then gone very quickly. That type of orange thing, but it wasn't. It's obviously been highlighted. I think this is over the ocean again. Look at that. It's come out the ocean. I think that's the ocean anyway. It's just very quick maneuverability. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on a second. Yeah, human crafts don't really move around in that way. But what's the aim? I mean, normally why would it be zooming around a particular area? For fun, maybe? For surveillance? I don't know. It's very, very it's very, very animated. And that certainly looks like water. Just going through them here, man. It's in the sky. It looks like a dot. It looks like a quite nice day, actually. Obviously, it's in black and white. And it is zooming. And they're saying this is not how... I mean, that's a presumption there that it's not how you'd expect craft to... Obviously, they're looking at... looks like a oil thing. There's a lot of blacks out, so they're obviously classifying stuff with these the redacted black areas. Okay, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to see anything from this video. It's the redacting half of it. There you go. Yeah, that is jetting. And do you know what as well? It's leaving like a kind of trail behind it. My gosh. But it's the amount. There's loads of them. It's just loads of them. All right, fair enough. All right, let's keep it moving. Want to see if we can get through these. I want to get onto the files in a bit. So this is obviously them following some type of ship. As they're following the ship, they've redacted bits of the video, and that's underneath the water. That one's underneath the water. That one's underneath the water. It's not on top of the water, is it? Let me see if I can see it go past. Oh my gosh, that's underneath the water. It's flying. Literally flying. When I mean flying, I mean going very quickly. And this one is, we can see more clarity now. It looks like, I'm going to be honest with you, it looks a bit like one of them video game things. But then it's like, you know, I was saying this to someone, it's like, you know, Ezekiel saw the wills. Did Ezekiel see something like this? Some people have said that angels were known to have like a one eye type thing in the middle or whatever. But this is very dramatic. Now this one has got my attention. It's a lot more clearer. But is it meant to be an alien apparently? It's got that's the trail. It's got a trail behind it. But where are they seeing this as well? So that's one definitive image. It's got, what's it, kind of hexagonic, star-like, all these different shapes. And the question is that the alien itself or is that an alien ship? Is that the alien itself or is that an alien ship? And then it just disappears. So that's one, but that looks very rudimentary to some extent. Not very sophisticated, but okay, I think the arrow's pointing to where the thing is meant to be. Is it just going to fly off or something? Okay, I didn't see anything there. Let me see again. I'm not... So basically, I think they're saying that thing's kind of hovering there, maybe. I don't know if that's the arrow meant to be pointing to it. And what about this one here? Let me see. So there it is. Can you see it? There's that sort of faint, and they're tracking it. UI small thermal signature. Whatever that means. And it's kind of hovering around. Hovering around. My word. What a life. Right, that's that. So we're really rocking through these videos. Okay, which one is it? Is it more than one? 1, 2, 3? I'm not seeing one where they've got loads. Okay, that's not it. That was like a land formation. There we go. There's something there. But are we going to see what groups of them? Maybe. I think this might be over the ocean. Yeah, it's gone. And it's probably detected that something's looking at it. To be fair, it's just zooming away. What's interesting is they're quite. It's like giving off quite a lot of brightness, really, isn't it? I'm not sure whether this is in the daytime or not. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Look at that, look at that. It's gone, it's gone. Look how fast it's travelling. It's gone, it's gone, it's gone very quickly. Oh my days. Alright, another one. Okay, I'm not sure what this... Yeah, another one there. Oh, that's, yes. It's zipping around. And bearing in mind, I think the reason why they're saying they're travelling very quickly, because whoever's picking this up has seen it from quite a distance, and it's just moving so quickly. It's moving so quickly. But, yeah. That is what's going on, man. Let's go back to this this video capture. Sorry about the black screen. Just kind of picking up on the stuff. You know, the stuff lets you down sometimes. Video window capture. Let's go back to one of these images. There we go. Yeah, I think because I reduced it. But yeah, no, we're back again looking at that's one of the screens. Yeah, man. Well, we looked at a few things there. What I'm going to do, actually, I don't want to bore you with text on the screen, but you already saw that I've got I've got the files. I'm going to actually just kind of read through them and see what I can pick up on. And I might share one of them on the screen. Let me just see if I can find which one it was. I've not tried to... So, as I say, we looked at quite a few videos. I'm going to put them... Yeah, we've looked at quite a few videos now, but... It's amazing stuff, really. Some of them are quite long as well. But I mean, yeah. Look, I've looked through them, and they're kind of picking up on these dot things, really. That's what we're really seeing. Let me just give me a second. Let me just look at this. We can play something.
We are not alone.
Yeah, we're not alone, man. So look, there's a lot going on. I'm just seeing if I can fling up one that's a bit more interesting. But wow, 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 wow. It's not letting me go into Explorer at the moment. Yeah, let's close that down. These brothers, they got interviewed on Diary of a CEO. But what I want to look at next is the files, man. The releases. So, look. This file, I'm not sure whether it's going to allow me to count it, but it's got hundreds and hundreds of documents, transcripts. There's all sorts there. FBI photos. I'll see what app it opens in first, because I might screen share that app that it opens in so that you'll be able to see what I'm reading, if possible. But yeah, you can see there in that image there, that one there really caught the eye. Definitely did catch the eye in terms of what's going on out there. And they're saying that there's these sort of four types. Four types, and there's so many different photographs and so forth. I think me just shut a couple things down. They seen anything in space actually? I'm gonna see if I can see this one here. Normally you're seeing sort of shiny dots. Oh, did you see that? Something. Yeah, I was just looking at one just now, and it's just kind of gone past the screen really quickly, traveling really, really fast. Looking at one that looks like a Wow. Yeah, man. You lot go and take a look yourself. I mean, this is interesting viewing, most definitely. What I'm going to say this, obviously, I've looked at all of the videos now. I downloaded all the videos and I looked at all of the videos now, and they haven't provided videos of the 4, types of aliens. That isn't something that I've seen. That is not something that I've seen, to be fair. So maybe they will at some point, because they did say there's more to be released. But maybe they will at some point. As I say, there's this image here. You see how things are just moving really, really, really quickly. You see that? Then there's one here. Just having loads of different images. Sorry, that's my yeah. Loads of different images. And then they've got some files there. There's transcripts about what people have seen. Would you please comment on the enclosed picture that was marked with an X and return a photo with your reply? So, questions have been raised for quite a few years, really. Questions have been raised for quite a few years. Look, I'm not saying any of these images are real. And people have got all sorts of theories. Look, these are the mock-ups that people are coming up with. Apparently this is what he described as sort of four types of greys, small slender human beings with large black eyes, grey skin, minimal facial features. Nordics, human-like beings with fair features, often described as tall, blonde and with blue eyes. Height 6 foot. Reptilians, reptile-like beings with skeleton. And this is what third-hand accounts of what people have seen. Human-like limbs, long tails, walk upright, highly intelligent, height 6 foot. But I think the Nordics were meant to be 7 foot actually. Skeleton. And then insectoids, insectoid-like beings, ectoskeletons, large eyes, more angular, segmented features, height 5 to 6 foot, exoskeleton, large eyes. So that's what is alleged that some people have seen when they're actually these people have captured. Is this one a former government researcher who allegedly has seen this stuff? Dr. Hal Puthoff, physicist, CIA funded. And I mean, that's the thing, that people are saying they've not had direct access to them themselves, but that's what they're claiming. I'm not even sure whether this is some other one that they've seen. And I think this is from earlier time. This is not what was released earlier. And remember, this is what Barack Obama said recently.
And they're not being kept in, what is it? Area 51.
This is February 2026.
There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy.
I should say he later clarified his comments. By saying they're real, but I haven't seen them. But then I think he's clarified it later. He's saying essentially in general that it's unlikely that we're the people who exist alone. Something along those lines. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
They hid it from the President of the United States.
Shockingly, the interviewer did not ask a follow-up question asking why Obama thinks aliens are real.
Yeah, man. Now we're living in different times. Let's see what I think this is.
President Barack Obama.
This is on behalf of the administration.
Was recently asked if aliens are real. He says
the press secretary Caroline Leavitt, I think it's Trump's press secretary actually, whatever the Trump administration believes that aliens are real.
They're real, but he hasn't seen them. President's daughter-in-law, Laura Trump, told Miranda Devine of the New York Post that the president has a prepared speech on this issue that he prepares to deliver.
Interesting.
At the right time. Is that true? And does the Trump administration believe aliens are real?
Well, a speech on aliens would be news to me.
She said it'd be news to her. I mean, I'm sure she said more, but starting a bit vague. What's this lady saying?
Aliens exist and President Trump knows about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief in an interview with an Israeli newspaper.
Okay. All right, so that's what's kind of going on there. I'll just let that run, actually.
The aliens have been waiting.
The aliens have been waiting, that's according to what that person said. I mean, wow. But this one, and this is the video that I have seen from the files, is spectacular. Is spectacular indeed. But yeah, what I wanted to go on to do, I'm going to close the videos down. I've looked at enough of them. I mean, which they generally consist of dots running, going very quickly across the screen over different terrain. That's basically what I'm seeing. But I've got a 1946 volume. I'm going to open it with Chrome. Let me open it with Chrome. And let's see if we can go through these documents. This is, yeah, declassified. Chief of Staff. So what time is this? 1947. And what they're saying, confirming the recent conversation of the undersigned with Major General, attached as listed below are copies of the reports from the headquarters concerning flying disc. And this is in 1947, yeah? You can see the typeface. And then flying discs reported 1947. But look, let me say this. There is kind of a... Look, historically, obviously, the World War had just finished in 1945, the Second World War. This is 2 years later. And is there an argument? Could it have been other nations at the time developing technology to fight in future world wars, given that a world war had happened recently? That's the type of question you would ask if you're looking at the dates and thinking about it from a historical context. But on the other hand, it's a report about what's been seen, man. So that's that. Basic. The marks appeared on the photograph enclosed. The base letter is believed to be defects in film and not pictures of flying. It's regarded that no further going. So look, so that one was cut off. It said, oh look, it's just marks on a piece of paper. The taps by variable, reliable sources of information. Objects referred to in the sky area of each accompanying photograph. The uniformity of the markings would tend to get the camera used was possibly different. So look, so there were explanations about why some of the things that were seen. Newspaper clippings to be obtained, names, German scientists. Okay, it is requested that Media Academy to appropriately mark or stamp correspondence with classification secret. So they're saying basically if you see anything like that, mark it secret. And this is a 28-page document. I'm going to scroll this way actually. Flying disc. Concerned with this opinion is based on interrogate. There's present below considered the opinion of flying disc. I'm more interested in the humanoids because let's get straight to the point. Look, we see these craft, but obviously we know that different nations have got different crafts at different times. So seeing actual aliens is what a lot of people would want to see. 1800s aircraft directly or indirectly based on the Vorten design. The wings spread. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it other craft, say from Russia or other places that has been reported on? But look, that's some of the material there. Let me look at the 1948 volume. Hopefully it opens in Chrome as well. No, it's not. Just gonna open with Chrome. Open with Google Chrome. Come on. Flying discs again. This one's 28 pages. It's not the same one, is it? This is 1948, so it must be a different one. Okay, what am I reading here? The attached report was received. This said headquarters no further information is not initiating an investigation received by the headquarters directive. Sketches of objects unknown, object sighted, number not known, shape round. And I'll be honest with you, the aircraft, military aircraft isn't generally round, is it? Colour, so flying discs, colour, phosphorescent, I don't know. Speed, great amount of speed, heading 90 degrees, manoeuvrability not known, altitude 6 to 8 miles. So quite low, well, not, maybe plane level, exhaust trail or not. So there's a fluorescent trail in the sky. I need to look at what fluorescent means, but I guess it's some kind of lightish trail. So that's a report from 1948. There's more, but obviously I'm not going to go through the whole 28 pages. So look at that there, rooting and reading screen. So that kind of gives you a flavour of what's been seen. I'm going to jump through to something a bit longer actually. Let me open this. Hopefully it didn't. Oh no, not let's do it that way. Do it this way. Bearing in mind, I had to download 2 gigabyte files, 1 gigabyte of the videos, 1 gigabyte of others, which were, and I had to extract them to get this information. Open with Google Chrome. Yeah, let's open that one. So this is a 250, I think is it megabyte file. It's quite a big one, so I'll see if I can take a look through. About these US, yeah, it's taken some time to learn, but there you go. All sorts of stamps on it. Copied, do not destroy, Section 8, serials, FBI Central Records, HBI headquarters. Let's take a scroll through. Let's take a scroll through, man. Hopefully I'm still recording. Let me just double check the studio. Yeah, we still recording. Back to the studio. Okay. Do not destroy. I want to scroll through. So it's got a serial code on it. FBI. Attached. Okay, this is in 1954. Attached file are 5 copies of a memorandum containing information set out in my letter of June 8th, 1954, with additional information furnished by Thomas Eckhoff. Although Eckhoff had been the sole advisor at the time, he was again advised in accordance with the instructions in Rebelu. I have no idea what that means. Truman. Okay, so this is Truman Bethlehem on June 7, 1954. Mr. Thomas Eckhoff, Tampan Avenue, Ohio, operator of Tom's Beauty Salon, near building 4th and Ray Street, advised that although he belongs to no organisation interested in flying saucers or discs, he's been interested in the subject. He said on 9th for appeared in Cincinnati Inquirer. Mr. Eckhoff concluded that because of his interest in the subject of flying, he desired to know the sponsor of the program and found out from the Central Ticket Office. I'm not sure what this is talking about. Some bloke who's interested in flying saucers. I'm not sure how that's supposed to. This is what we're trying to get to. We want to see whether they found the space explorers. Okay, so here we go. A newspaper which allegedly contained the description of an encounter with Truman Bethlehem had with a crew of assumed space explorers under the supervision of a ravishing woman commandant, how spectacular, in the Nevada desert. The article also reflects that Truman Bethlehem allegedly was aboard flying saucers on 11 occasions. At the bottom of the first page of issue number 15 is what state was the handwriting. This is a true story, a factual experience. Okay, well, there's some crafts, and this person in 1954 is saying that he met them, basically. He's saying that he met them. Right, flying saucers. Let me just close this one now. That is a large file. Okay, let's go again. Let's see if we can get some more out. So that was one of the larger files in the documents. That file was called HQ 65 HS1. They're all called 3422891 actually. UFOs and defense. Let's look at that one. Might be quite interesting. And I might be able to open some photographs as well actually here. Hopefully the photographs are more sophisticated than some of those flying images. See, 7078. So these are photocopied paper files really, isn't it? This is in 2001. Major Dan. Alright, let's see if we can get through this. French Kinetic Report. I always think of how there are more things than are dreamed of. Thanks, person, for seeing us. UFO and Defence Watch should be prepared for. So they did an independent report on that. This is quite, for them to have released this, and this happened what, 26 years ago, 1999. So they did a report on them by Professor Andrew Lebrun. What's the matter of its presentation? Radar detection in France, astronomer, sightings, life in the universe, colonization of space, the Roswell effect. Look, I mean, that's stuff that we could probably just read on the internet anyway. Let me go to the pictures. Let me see if I can get some of these pictures up. Hopefully they're more descriptive. FBI photo A1. Let's start there. Open with. I want to open it with it's making me open it with Paint. No. Alright, let me just open the PDF ones. Open. This is FBI photo B1. I'm gonna open it with Chrome. Yeah, so look, again, some of these images are like stills from the videos that I was showing you earlier, really. Fine. Alright, let's see, open another one. Just see if I can just get through these. Open with, oh, come on. B2. Open with. So like, there's obviously a dot in the background or something. I'm not seeing anything really. It's just basically a dot. Let's jump ahead to B17. There's a Apollo 12 transcript from 1969. Yeah, so we're going to be seeing dots in some of these images, and they're dots. They're like stills of the videos that we were watching earlier. This is going to be FBI photo B24. Again, another dot. But I mean, look, we did see those images earlier. I'm just going to open this Apollo transcript 1969. Apollo 12. Open with. Of course, we're going to open it. Google Chrome. Okay, that's fun. We're ready for that. You will give us pod and accept Yankee. So this is a 4-page document, a transcript. What is it? A debriefing from the astronaut? So I don't know. I'm sure do everything in order. I'll be glad to see them. Let's just go through this. The computer is yours. Yankee Clipper. Yeah. So there. This is the actual. The liftoff time is okay. This is per the liftoff. And is it that they see something as they're lifting off? What are we going to see here? Got sort of interesting thing going on AGS right now. I didn't notice earlier, but it may be just because the lights are brighter now. I'm getting an all-8 flash on both the address and the information registers at about 1/5 brilliance of normal numbers, and it's pulsing every seconds. If I turn on the illumination level just a little bit, it's not noticeable. Right, friend, I've both seen that phenomenon on DDR during testing. Off most of all the spacecrafts at that page, it's probably an EMI. That's what we've been talking about. When you go to your roll right, roll left pitch, I think Tiara's got to work up. Here you go, Houston. I don't have you in a sextant. That's not okay. Looks like our tracking lights burned out. Been able to find us in this turn. Okay, I'm not sure what the purpose of that was. Maybe somebody technical. You're flying through the air backwards. I'm pointing at you, and so does my radar. I don't know. I've got no idea what any of that means. Okay, I don't know what any of that means. So that's Apollo. So are we gonna get? Am I gonna get anything from these Apollo transcripts? What about Serial 5 redacted? Let's see what. Oh, keep on opening it with this. Some of the stuff is heavily redacted. You know, this Serial 5 redacted. It's been redacted twice at least. When I say redacted, you'll see why. It's got loads of blackouts. And this is recent, 2023. Let's go through this. FBI interviewed so and so they haven't said who it is. But our FaceTime video was after being advised of interview and the nature of the interview following information. Test site in the F-150. Light was stationary aired and started to move to right and then disappear. You can see the lights were bright. So it's just basically interview of somebody's account of seeing a bright light in the sky. Somebody said, "Oh, it might be in the meat or come straight towards and burn up in the atmosphere." But look, they've taken a note of it, so it's of some significance. Yeah, man. So look, I've tried to get through as I say, as much as possible. I wonder if I can do just share that. No, it might have been free actually. Yeah, those are. You can see the files there. Those are the files. Those are the FBI files. There's loads of them. Mission reports. So no doubt some of the videos we're seeing, these are the reports of those incidents. And there's loads. Look at that. There's loads to get through. Absolutely loads. So that's yeah, man. I'm not sure that I didn't really think I'd see this. Them releasing all this type of stuff, but that's where we are, man. That's where we are. There is life unaccounted for in our immediate solar system, if not around us on Earth, apparently. And what are your thoughts on that? Do you believe all this stuff? Do you have any other thoughts? What do you expect to see on the files that follow? And you know, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I mean, look, I think this type of stuff, if they do exist, does have to be managed quite carefully, because you know, it could chuck what do you call it? So, you know, stock markets, the world into absolute chaos. So no wonder they've drip feeding, but they're actually providing files. They're providing something, and it's a case of evidence. It's a case of evidence, man. It's as simple as that, and that's where I'll leave it. And I've been sifting through the evidence. I'm 51% convinced aliens exist based on that. I was kind of convinced anyway, just on the basis that sunlight with all these planets and stuff, that there's nothing else in the universe, but. They're trying to support it with these USA alien files. But anyway, big up everybody for watching, listening and subscribing. That was a slightly longer video going through this stuff. Please make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe. But for now,